Welcome to DWBI Adda channel. Please subscribe for latest training videos.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the playlist on computer vision. So in the last few video lectures, we discussed about the concepts of OpenCV like opening an image, drawing basic shapes like rectangle, circle and line segment, drawing polygons and also having a text over an image using OpenCV. So I hope you enjoyed everything of these and you have learned something important and useful from it. Let's just go ahead with the concepts of OpenCV now and see how we can resize an image using OpenCV. But before resizing an image, I want to let you know why resizing an image is actually important. So what I will be speaking about is in the context of machine learning and deep learning. So just listen me out at this point of time. Maybe you can understand it in our next lectures when we will be discussing about, let's say, the concepts of CNN or transfer learning in more details. So what happens is that when you pass an image to your system, it sees it in the form of the pixel. Everything for the computer is in the form of the pixel. Now let's suppose you are having a convolutional neural network model where you want to predict whether the particular image belongs to category 1 or category 2. So in convolutional neural network, you have something called filters as well, which actually traverses the whole pixels of the image. So let's say if your image is of size 1000 cross 1000, the filter which say let us say which is of size 3 comma 3 will have to traverse the whole 1000 comma 1000 um, matrix or matrix of pixels. Therefore the resultant matrix will be very like a big amount, like the dimensions of the resultant matrix will be very large. But if we resize the image to, let's say, 200 cross 200, then if we are having a filter of, let's say, size 3 comma 3, the number of traversals will be comparatively less, and hence the dimensions of the resultant matrix will be lesser as well. So when we have lesser matrix or lesser dimension of matrix, actually, this means we have reduced our computational time and now our training is a lot faster. Therefore, people actually resize an image before, like using concepts such as convolutional neural networks or maybe transfer learning as well, because it helps them to speed up their process. So speed up the training process actually. So this is why resizing an image is extremely important, and we will be doing the same using OpenCV. So without wasting much of your time, let's get started on this. I will go ahead and open up my Jupyter notebook. So in my Jupyter notebook, I will go and import OpenCV as CV2. And I hope now you remember how to read an image using OpenCV. It will be cv2.imread file.jpg. And meanwhile, if I show you the image size, the current image size is actually img.shape. So it's actually 800 cross 1200 image. And if I want to print this image or show this image to you, so I will have to use cv2.imshow window, comma, img, and then it's cv2 dot wait 0 and cv2 dot destroy all windows, something like this. And as you can see, the image is now open for me. It's a 800 cross 1200 image. Right now I want to, let's say, resize this image. So resizing the image is very simple in OpenCV. You have a function which is known as cv2.resize. So I will quickly go ahead and show you the prototype of the image. So it's cv2.resize, and as I open the prototype of the image, you can see that we have a source, which is the source image actually. Then we have the image size to which we want to resize, and then we have the like interpolation as well, which is an optional parameter. That is, it depends upon us whether we want to give it or not. We'll discuss about interpolations like in the subsequent part of this video as well. So now let's say I want to resize my image. So I will store this in my, let's say, image variable, and I will call the cv2.resize function, and I will tell this, okay, I want to resize my image and I want to resize it to to 400 cross 400. But remember, when you're using cv2.resize function, this parameter is always width cross height as compared to height cross width in the normal circumstances. So you have to be a bit careful at this. So I will go ahead and like store this in the image variable, and I will copy all of this over here again and like paste this and now run it. When you see, the image has now become a lot smaller because we have changed the dimension of the images from 800 cross 1200 to 400 cross 400. So this is how you actually resize an image using OpenCV, which is quite an important concept, uh, because as I told you, it helps to reduce the training time, and there can be different use cases as well. So coming back to the to the point of interpolation, where I told you that we will be discussing about interpolation methods for resizing. So in OpenCV, we have got different interpolation methods like cv2.interarea, cv2.interlinear, and cv2.intercubic. All of them have their different use cases, and you can actually research more about it. But to give you an idea, interarea is used when we need to shrink an image, and interlinear is used when we when we want to zoom an image, and this is also the default interpolation technique that is actually used in OpenCV, like cv2.interlinear. And at last, intercubic is a very slow method, but it's more effective because like it processes the image in a it better processes the image as compared to the other two methods. Now it depends upon you whether you want to use this parameter or not. I generally don't use this parameter actually. So this was all about like resizing an image using OpenCV. So I hope you learned something important and useful from this tutorial, and I hope you really enjoyed it. Hoping to see you in the next one. Thank you.